Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any grievous way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. This is the first scripture that I ever memorized as a new Christian, and I absolutely adore these verses. I pray these verses often for myself, that God would examine me, that He would know me, that He would bring those things to my attention so that I could change those things that aren't from Him, that aren't of Him, and so that I could be more aligned with who He wants me to be. I love this text. And today I was reading this whole passage and it hit me different. And starting in verse 1, it says this. It's Psalm 139, and it says, "O Lord, you have searched me and known me." He already knows everything. He has already searched me completely. "You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar. Nothing is hidden from God. You search out my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways." He knows when I sit down. He knows when I rise up. He knows where I'm going, and He knows where I'm laying down. "Even before a word is on my tongue, behold, O Lord, you know it altogether." He has searched me. He has known me. He has tried me. He knows me completely. He even knows the words that I'm going to say before they come out of my mouth. This being fully known is one of the deepest longings of our heart, that we want to be fully known, that we want to be fully known, but also still accepted, still approved, still loved. And what's cool here is that that's exactly the relationship that God has with us. He has put these desires in our heart, this thing that all psychology says we have this desire for, we have this need for, being fully known, but also being fully loved. And God gives us just that. And isn't that amazing? Verse 5 is really awesome as well. It says, "You hem me in." And hem in Hebrew is not like a positive word always. It's usually more of like you bound me in, you bind me in, you confine me, you secure me, you shut me in from behind and before me, and you lay your hand upon me. So you're like, well, that's kind of a weird negative turn there. But what He's saying is that you've got me. It's like this big bear hug that God is giving us. He's saying, hey, I got you. And you're mine, and you're not going anywhere. Because He knows me fully, and He loves me fully, and He's not going to let me get away. And what's cool is verse 6, "Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain it." I can't even wrap my mind around how amazing it is to be fully known and fully loved by God. And there's a bunch of coffee cup verses and awesome things in here. "You formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb." You knew what my mind would be like. You knew what my heart would be like. You put it together. "I praise you, for I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well." You saw my unformed substance. In your book were written, every one of them, the days that were formed for me, when as yet there were none of them. You knew me before I was born. My frame was not hidden from you when I was being made in secret, intricately woven in the depths of the earth. As I was being formed, you were forming me. You were knowing me completely. And so two things. One, know that you are fully known and fully loved by God. And I want to invite you to pray this prayer. God, search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, my cares, my anxieties, and see if there be any grievous ways in me. Show me the things that aren't from you, and lead me in the way everlasting. Make me more like you. Love you guys. Have a great day.